up, YouTube? Today I am pretty excited to unveil my project that I've been working on for the past probably 6 to 8 months or so. I started out with a Smartech Titan gas-powered 1/5 scale monster truck, and if you've seen any of my other videos, I've been in the process of converting it to brushless electric. So when I first got this truck, it was gas-powered, and I had some fun with it, but I ended up not really liking it, mostly because of the noise and the smell. If you put it in your car and take it anywhere, you have to worry about gas leaking out or just the fumes stinking things up. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to get away from the gas-powered and go to electric. I thought I was going to like gas because I'm a small engine mechanic, and I figured it would be right up my alley. And I didn't really have much trouble getting the gas engine to really run great. I put a new carburetor on it and messed around with the exhaust and intake and tuned it in, and it ran fantastic. But again, the smell, transporting it, or the noise of the machine, I can't really take it out behind my house. I live in the suburbs, and my neighbors complain about the noise. So I'd have to take it somewhere remote, and I just didn't care for it. So that's why I wanted to go with electric. So the basic goal of this project was to create a vehicle that was as bulletproof as possible, could really take a beating, go through a lot of different terrain, basically be as rock solid as possible. That was pretty much the goal of the project. It's just about done. I've got a couple little things left to do on it. I think I probably got about $2,000 into this truck, considering the price I paid for it and then all the upgrades. Probably around $2,000, maybe $2,200. It's probably more realistic. So let's get into the truck and check it out. It's a pretty big truck. It's very heavy. I don't have an exact weight on it, but I would like to weigh it, and when I get the weight, I'll put that at the bottom of the screen here. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 pounds, maybe 35 pounds, something like that. So I'd like to start out a little bit with the outside of the truck. It's pretty much impossible to find a new body shell for the Smartech Titan. So what's on here right now is the Rampage XT body. And it's a little bit smaller than the stock body, but it fits pretty well. I pushed it back just a little bit so that it would fit down behind the front bumper here. And I actually had to extend the bumper out just a little bit in order for it to fit. I'll throw up a little video clip here of the truck size, me holding it, to kind of give you an idea of actually how large this vehicle is. As far as the 1/5 scales go, I would say it's probably on the larger side, the Red Cat MT maybe, or the Baja 5B, somewhere in that category. So I'll throw that video up now. Starting with the outside of the vehicle, these are still the stock rims and tires that come with it. I did try the Rampage XT wheels, and they're just a little bit smaller, and I didn't care for them as much, so I'm switching back to the stock wheels and tires. The tread on these are kind of worn, so that's one of the things that I'm waiting for. I got a new set of rubber coming for them, so I'll put those on. One modification I've done here is these splash guards that I've added, and they go all the way around. They Velcro to the side just like that, and that helps keep any water, snow, dirt from getting inside the chassis, and makes cleanup easier. Also helps keep your electronics dry. The body is also reinforced on the inside with 2 to 3 layers of fiberglass to really make it strong, and it's pretty solid. These are the Traxxas LED headlights. So let's remove the body shell and take a look at the inside of the vehicle. So on the body shell, you can see the fiberglass layers. And then this is actually stair tread. You can get it at any hardware store. I got it at Lowe's. You cut it out, and I super glued it to the inside with a little bit of Velcro here. All of the suspension arms have been upgraded to the alloy parts. Lower suspension arm, upper suspension arm. I've also gone with the universal axles. They have a universal joint down at the steering end, and then it's still a regular dog bone up where it connects into the differential. And then the axle boots are Baja 5T axle boot. Alloy differential assemblies, alloy differential housings. They are sealed differentials, and I did seal the gearbox and put oil in there, but I just couldn't keep it from leaking out around where the bearings are, so I did away with that and just used a good synthetic grease for the actual pinion gear and helical gear inside the differential box. Upgraded servo. This is a Traxxas waterproof receiver box. Center differential is still the stock center differential. I do have an upgraded one for it, but this one I welded the gears solid inside, so it is a locked center differential. And this is a Smartech spur gear. That's not for the Titan, because the Titan has a helical center gear. So this is off a different Smartech model, but the gear fits this same differential. The center differential housings have been upgraded to alloy. I guess I shouldn't say housings, but the center differential supports. And again, rubber boots on any of the axles. The motor is a stock motor. It's a 730 kV, and it's basically the stock motor out of the FG monster truck. And then I have a Dynamite dual cooling fan on that to help it keep it cool. Again, stock setup out of the FG monster truck as far as the ESC goes. It's 150 amp 6L. I believe it's a Hobby Wing Easy Run. I've had good luck with it so far. Rear differential, same as the front, alloy, upgraded differential on the inside. The dog bones, where you can see where they go in, I'm waiting on a couple boots for those, but then still the same deal, boots down at the end with the universal joint, alloy suspension arms. And one thing I've just recently gotten is the Roven shock covers. Help keep those clean. And the frame on this truck was originally blue. You can see the anodized blue color right here. And that was the color of the frame. So I stripped the frame down and then shot it with a clear coat to help protect the aluminum. I think it just gives it a little bit more of a professional look. I should probably talk a little bit about the motor mount. There is no Smartech motor mount available that I could find, so I was creative and fabricated one of my own. It's basically just a piece of angle iron
I believe it's some type of construction piece. It comes pre-bent, and I just happen to have it laying around, and it looked like it would work pretty well, so I cut it and drilled some holes. And it has good strength up and down and side to side, but not really too much strength for if the motor were to flex this way or that way. So that's why I used this piece of, I believe it's like a polycarbonate plastic or a fiber reinforced plastic, and it's screwed in on the bottom, and that gives the motor a lot of support, and it's really rock solid. The batteries I'm running are Zippy 8000 milliamp 30C batteries, and I gotta say I've really been impressed with the runtime on them. I have yet to actually run them all the way down to the 20% mark. For whatever reason, it's winter out right now, so usually, you know, I'm cold, or I decide that you know, the truck needs a little bit of tweaking here and there, so I just stop running it. So I have actually yet to see how long they last, but I'm gonna say I'm thinking I'll probably get a good half hour out of these batteries. They are nice and big. So I'm going to take those out, show you the battery tray, because that was also a custom job. I have some foam in here to help pad the batteries a little bit. XT5 connectors, which I'm probably going to go back to just, I think it's the 5.5 millimeter bullet connectors, because that's what comes on these batteries, and soldering new connectors on is kind of a pain. But these are the batteries, and as you can see, they're pretty big. I'm running 2 of those in series. And the battery compartment is all nice and padded. And one thing that I kind of like that I did is the battery tray is easily removable. All you have to do is remove one bolt down there, and then it's notched in, so it slides in a couple of notches, and then you tighten the bolt down, and then the whole tray pops right out, and you can access anything behind it. So that makes working on the buggy and cleaning and everything else a lot easier. So I've tried to spend a lot of attention to detail on this truck. I've added some debris shields here to help try to keep things clean. All of my wire I've done in a nice cloth loom, and every part I could find that was an aluminum upgrade I've replaced. I'm sure I'll find more as time goes on, but I think I've got it pretty well covered. This cross piece here has been upgraded. The bumper brace there has been upgraded, and you can see where I've had to extend the bumper. There's an extra piece of aluminum down there, and then a piece of polycarbonate right here to space it out, which I actually like that, because if you were to slam into something, that polycarbonate will give a little bit of protection to the differential. The shocks and springs are still the stock setup from the Titan. I haven't done a whole lot with those. I'm going to mess around a little bit with some different weight shock oil. But as of right now, they seem to be performing pretty well, and it's got lots of travel.
So that's the truck. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment at the bottom of the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. I've been having a lot of fun with this YouTube channel, and I'm trying to get my subscriptions up, get some views up. So if you like anything you see, please share it, and we'll see you around. Thanks for watching.